did you get sober this time?
I'd gotten off the drugs. I just committed to drinking and then found that to be the most unmanageable drug. Drinking.
More than cocaine.
Yeah, because there's never a time when you can't get it.
Think about it. This is Charlie Sheen, famous for cocaine and chaos.
What are we talking about? How much?
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one.
And yet he's saying alcohol is more destructive. That should stop you in your tracks. Why? Because alcohol is everywhere. It's normalized, but it quietly destroys lives more than anything else.
I knew the way my body was starting to react and the way I was starting to feel. I couldn't feel it how I used to, even at like really like powerful doses. That got depressing. That wasn't like, I'll just drink twice as much now. That was like, damn.
I've seen this with so many people that I work with. Alcohol eventually stops working. You need to drink more and more, and the effect that you get is less and less. Think about it. Nobody drinks less as the years go on. The truth of the reality is, it only gets worse. And that is why moderation almost never works.
There was a day, and I was a morning drinker. I loved, spiking my coffee. So I'm on like my third Macallan coffee or whatever. And my daughter Sam calls she's at the house and calls and says, hey, what time are we leaving? To go where? She had a hair appointment. I called Tony. I said, Tony.
Just a quick one, guys. If you are serious about change, I have now made my 7-day sober video course free for a limited time only. I'll leave the link below in the description. Check it out.
I can't drive. You got to help me get Sam to this thing. And there was a moment in the car driving back, and she was just kind of sitting back there. And I'm not saying that I know exactly what she was thinking, but I could feel something that I couldn't shake. It was something that stayed with me, just the images of her. And I thought, okay, what can I do not to stop feeling like this? The math is pretty simple at that point, you know? Yeah. The next day, just woke up and said, I'm done.
That right there is what I call a turning point. It's not always about hitting rock bottom, going to prison, or ending up in hospital, both of which have happened to me. And may I just add, they didn't stop me drinking at the time. Sometimes it's just the look in your kid's eyes. Things like that hit harder than anything. And that is when the decision is made.
People are going to yell at me because of how I deal with the AA in the book, and that's fine. I just speak to my personal experiences.
How do you deal with it?
That I tried it for a long time. I for a combined 21 years, just decided that I had to give this a go on my own.
Now, don't get me wrong, AA works for some people, but Charlie's experience shows the truth. The idea for some people of turning up to meetings maybe once or twice every single week, standing up in a room full of people, talking about their past, bringing up shame, regret, and guilt, that isn't the way forward. The real way forward, the better way to do it, is focusing on the future ahead and working on becoming on the person, hitting the goals that you want to achieve that doesn't leave any room for alcohol in your life anymore. That's exactly what I realized when I quit drinking. I needed a future to focus on, not a past to dwell on. That's why I created the Hybrid Sobriety Program, because the reality is, if your whole sobriety hangs on the thread of turning up to a meeting, the second you stop going, you've got nothing to keep you on track.
I'm at Cage's house, and on the anniversary, on the 1 year, I find that beer in his fridge. I'm like, well, that's there for a reason. Yeah. You know, it's just caused to celebrate. That's not an accident.
Yeah.
And just didn't even think twice.
Wow.
Just was like, finally, boom.
And now we're off to the races.
I'm not saying I know exactly what Charlie was thinking in that moment, but I do know this. So many people make the same mistake after a year off the grog. The thought creeps in, maybe I'll just have one. But that idea, that ruined sobriety more than anything. Because here's the thing, even after a year of not drinking and feeling good, if you just have that one beer, it will drag you straight back to the place that you were in. If you're serious about quitting, it has to be 0. You have to remain abstinent. The day that sobriety sticks is when you decide, today is the day that you've had enough. Not because your partner told you, not because your family forced you, not because you've been told to go to a meeting to hold you accountable. It only works when you decide that it's your choice. And for me personally, that moment came when I turned 30. I looked at my life and I realized that I wasn't going anywhere. And the thought of being in that same position at 40 and 50 when I wasn't prepared to take that chance.
Like I said, everybody loves the story of someone getting their shit together. And that's a great accomplishment of being sober for almost 8 years. It really is.
Thank you.
People love comeback stories because they remind us that it is never too late. Whether it's Charlie Sheen, Joe Rogan's friend, or you, the path to sobriety and success is right there and it's waiting for you. If you're ready to take the next step, I've left a link to my 7-day sober video course. It is now free for a limited time only. And if you like videos like this, I have a full one on why Joe Rogan quit alcohol and you can watch it here.